Well, guys, we are live. I'm just waiting for Casey. He's having some technical difficulties with Skype or some shit. I don't know. But this is episode 94 of Less Than Serious, and you see the topics here on the screen. I am not going to be on camera tonight. I am pouring sweat. It is hotter than fucking hot in my bedroom, which is kind of strange because it wasn't as hot in this bedroom yesterday as it was today. And it was 15 degrees hotter yesterday than it was today. So I don't understand why it's hotter in my room on a day that it was not as hot outside, but yeah. It is what it is. Casey's working on his technical difficulties. And yeah, but you see on the screen, we're going to do a Money in the Bank recap. We're going to go over the results of the 5 matches, and whatnot, and the couple announcements that were made during the show. One of which, of course, being John Cena's retirement, in-ring retirement announcement. And then we're going to talk about drone shows or fireworks. I saw you, Casey. You'll be right there. I'm just trying to stall for time. Yeah, Casey with his technical difficulties. So I tell you what, while we're waiting for Casey to fix what he's got going on here, I'm going to play you guys the newest Red Vox song, just so we don't have any dead air. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Oh, never mind. I guess you got it fixed. Alright. Abort. Alright, you got it all situated now, Casey.
But I'm trying to just restart my computer.
Alright, everybody, Casey is raw. Anyways, I'll put you on camera, Casey, but I'm not going to be on camera tonight because I am hot. I am fucking pouring sweat. Dude, it was put it this way, I told you yesterday, right? It was like 110 fucking degrees outside my house. Or, yeah, it was only 95 degrees today. And it's hotter in my bedroom tonight than it was, yesterday.
Well, I think I know why my computer was having little issues. I had to, the internet was not connected on here, and then it just started acting up. So I'm currently still waiting for it to reload. So I'll be switching spots. Uh,
Going on to EJ. What's going on?
yeah,
What's going on?
I know it's been pretty hot lately.
Today was the first day in 5 days that it didn't hit 100 degrees. It topped out at 95 today. But somehow my bedroom got hotter than it did yesterday, which doesn't make any sense. Did you do anything for the 4th of July, Casey, or did you just enjoy your day off and just relax at home?
Pretty much relaxed, stayed at home.
I think you did a, I mean, we were going to talk about the plugs earlier, or later, but I think you did a video game hunting stream or some shit on the 4th of July.
I didn't find it. I struck out.
Yeah.
Let's switch over.
You gotta switch over?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, we're just waiting for Casey. There he is. Switching over right quick.
That's better now.
Alright, yeah, I can hear you better. You're not lagging anymore.
Plus, it's not like angled at my chin. I don't like that. But that's fixed. So that's good.
Like I said, I'm not going to be on camera tonight, but I'll put Casey on camera so at least you guys have someone to look at. I am uncomfortable, dude. I'm sweating. It's hot. It's
You got the fan
ridiculous.
on now?
Yeah. You
I
see?
don't hear it.
Yeah, I have it on. Yeah.
I think I think I heard it when I was on the phone, but I'm wearing the headset and I don't hear it. So I mean, it doesn't sound bad to me. So uh, I I've been yeah, I didn't want to do anything.
Hold on.
I stayed. Oh. I hope you had that muted. Yeah, I hope you had that muted.
Jesus Christ, man. Fucking hate getting
Good.
interrupted. Right a fucking way, man. All the time. All the fucking time.
This shit happens.
Ugh. Sorry about
But
that, guys.
I know the weather's been horrible. Like, dude, I literally spent the 4th and the 5th of July here doing slept most of the day. I was tired. I didn't want to do a goddamn thing.
Yeah, I told you yesterday I canceled my stream for last night because of how hot it got, and I couldn't fucking sleep. It was, put it this way, Wednesday was 102, Thursday was 107, Friday was 105, and yesterday was 110. Today was 95, which was 15 degrees cooler than yesterday.
Well, right now it's pretty nice out there today too. But
What's going on, King? Can't read the rest of your name, but what's going on?
well, try to pronounce that.
No, it's like all in different, like a
He, he
strange font, like a very strange font.
like Arabic.
Sort of like it, like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but
Well, but I'm pretty much more energized. I needed these 4 days off, man. I finally got to cut my hair and trim the beard down. Got to do a few things I need to do, not everything, but I am energized since I needed these 4 days off
yeah,
badly.
I don't blame you, dude. Especially if you do the trailer mechanic stuff and you work out in the heat every day. So I can only
Hmm.
imagine this shit's kicking your ass in the summertime.
Oh, dude, like even I'm inside the shop. We have fans going on. It barely puts a dent into it. And like I'm inside trailers, and if you don't have a fan, you're gonna be sweating. Oh, EJ, come on, it's okay. We're you don't have to say that.
Even with a fan, you're fucking probably dying.
Oh yeah, but there was one day, I think it was Monday. I sweated so much at the very end of the day, I felt like puking. I felt like puking.
Yeah, so you know what? That could be being on the verge of a heat stroke. I've had one of those when I was 10 years old. That shit's dangerous.
I think it was just more like dehydrated.
Yeah,
But then I took Tuesday off because I was in pain. My back and my shoulders were hurting, probably from you know the work and probably lost so much liquids in me.
yeah, you really gotta stay hydrated in this heat. And
Oh yeah.
the heat here is not gonna like break until the middle of next week, and then a few days after that, we're gonna go to another heat wave.
And it's just only just begun, you know. Well, I guess we're in the middle of it. I mean, we have to wait until like August when even that we had to wait past August before the heat really started to die down.
I don't know what you mean by that, EJ, because I can read what they said. I don't think they finished a sentence. I know what they meant, and
I
I
I
didn't.
didn't see that at all.
I could read. I could easily read what was said. So, um, yeah, this heat, it sucked. It sucks, and dude, the summer can't end fucking faster, especially if we're gonna keep
No.
getting 100-degree days.
Oh yeah.
Summer has officially started on the afternoon of June 20th, 17 days ago, and here in New Jersey, 10 of those
Mm-hmm.
17 days. No, I'm sorry, 9 of those 17 days, so half of them have been over 100 degrees.
It's been pretty hot here all
And
through
it's dry,
June.
and it's dry here. It's not raining, so that's not helping.
Oh no. Well, I know we had a thunderstorm come through yesterday, and uh, that's probably why it cooled it down a little bit. But knowing here, it's going to turn around and bite us in the ass and make it humid, pretty humid later on tomorrow.
It's a good
So,
thing you live where you live. You almost got you. If that Hurricane Beryl would have gotten any bigger than it did, you would have almost gotten hit with it.
oh, hey, oh, hold on. I'm trying to stop him barking.
What's he barking at?
I think he hears my neighbor going upstairs.
Oh, yeah. Dogs will be dogs.
Yeah,
Lucas.
that's why I try to mute it. Like, if he starts doing it, I know some people, like, I know you hadn't been following the whole thing with Rich Review Tech
I,
situation.
I saw RGT85, right? That's his name, RGT85. He made a video about it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, it was watered down. I mean, he was trying to play
excuse me.
the nice guy. Like, he is a nice guy, but he was trying to be on the neutral side. But there was one point where, I mean, it's crazy how Rich would say he's Review Tech USA when the guy doesn't know jack shit about tech.
Doesn't review
Like, he,
much tech in the first place.
no, he might have a collection of computers, but he can't rip them open or like work on them. And when he was doing the whole DK oldies thing, he had his daddy opening it up and checking it out.
Not only that, yeah, but he even admitted that in the videos too.
Yeah, like some of the systems are not hard to open up and look at them. Like, oh yeah, it's pretty dirty. You need to clean them, unless you're gonna switch out parts. Yes, then that's one thing. But there was one time he was doing the stream, and his mom interrupted his stream, saying his mom was saying, "Hey, you need to go take care of your child because your daughter's been screaming for you ever
I
since."
heard about that, dude. Yeah, I heard about that. That's like the only thing I've heard about.
Well, and the thing is, he didn't try to mute it. You figure, hey, I hear my mom. Oh, I'm gonna mute it. Like so. Uh, it looks bad, even though it was distorted a little bit. You could still hear what she was saying, and he was completely a prick to his mom. Like when he's like, "Oh, well, it's on the internet now. Thank you." I'm like, I'm
All you
like,
had to do is hit
dude,
the
you're
mute button.
not only that. Like you're adult with children, you need to take care of your
He goes,
kids.
I'm working right now. I can't. Like, dude, yeah, I think I talked to you about this once before. I'm like, dude, if he was live is maybe one thing, but like if he was
Oh,
doing
even live,
if he was doing a recorded video, he could have paused what he was doing and then went back to it
yeah,
later.
even live, like there's people gonna wait for him.
Yeah.
Like has 1 million subs. Like it's not like he doesn't have like less than subs than we do, where like under 100, where you if you're lucky to have one or two people come in, where it's a death knell if you leave the computer. He could just say, "Hey, I got an issue. I'll be back," and just throw up a something like Drew would do. Drew would sometimes would put a clip up, you know.
Right. Yeah.
He was smart enough to have something on.
Or like what I was about to do while I was waiting for you to call to finish fixing your technical difficulties. I was about to throw on a song that I knew wouldn't get hit with copyright, so that's why you wouldn't have had dead air for a few minutes. But as soon as I put it,
Well,
as soon as I was about to put it on, you got it fixed. I'm like, all right, never mind.
I switched to the phone and then I was able to get it fixed. I had to restart the computer.
Oh, excuse me.
But yeah. So where you want to start? I guess you want to talk about the John Cena announcement, or do you want to talk about Money in the Bank?
Well, I mean, the John Cena announcement is part of Money in the Bank, so I guess if we do the one, we'll do the other, right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
you watched Money in the Bank at least, right?
yeah, it was good. I mean, like there was one point like I was dozing off during the men's, and uh, I was seeing what happened. I was like, and I was afraid that I missed it, so I rewinded a little bit and I finished the end. And I stayed up pretty much the rest of it. Didn't really focus on the women's because, I mean,
That was the only match I managed to fall asleep through, and then even then I didn't sleep through the whole match, so I still saw who won. I saw part of the match, and I saw the backstage segment between the winner of the women's Money in the Bank and Trish Stratus, and I dozed off a little bit for in the Braun Breaker Sami Zayn match. But again, I only fell asleep for like maybe 5 minutes, so I didn't miss the whole match. So I still know who won without having to go back and rewatch it.
well, I guarantee you, look, if we were paid full price, I think we wouldn't have done that because how cheap they are nowadays. They're like, you can always go back, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, I did doze off, but I didn't have to go
Yeah.
back. I woke up and I was still able to see the end of the match, so I didn't have to, go back and rewatch it. Is what I'm saying, which is, and that was me. I told you I spent the most of the day yesterday trying to sleep because I woke up at 4:30 in the morning and couldn't go back to sleep. And then the hotter it got outside, the hotter it got in the house. And in
Mm.
my room, I'm like, fuck, man. If anything was going to put me to sleep, wrestling usually does when I'm tired. And even fucking that couldn't put me to sleep last night.
I'll tell you one thing. When I was the first year back from Pennsylvania moving here, uh, I had the AC unit, but my mom was very stringent. She was very frugal on using the AC. So I was like, you can sleep on top of your bed with no covers and like in your shorts, and you just barely have like just not even comfortably enough to sleep. Year two, I finally decided to put the AC unit in because I was not going to go through that again. And luckily here at this apartment, it'll get really cold. It'll get really cold if I want to, and I got a couple good fans that'll keep me pretty good. Like it'll be like 100 degrees outside, and it'll be like 60 degrees in here.
Well, whoever the asshole was that built this place, they put the air conditioning vents underneath the windowsills in the bedrooms. And
Mm,
obviously, you know how small my bedroom is, so the only place I can put my bed is right where the fucking air conditioning vent is.
huh.
So my bed is blocking most of the air. I get some of it that goes under my bed and comes out into the room, but my
Yeah.
bed is blocking most of it, so that's not helping. And then, of course, with all my electronics, my TV, my games, and my computer, and because this room
Mm.
is small, all of that heats the room up even more. I'm
Alright,
like, what
that's
the fuck? I'm not gonna go all summer without playing video games or streaming and doing shit like that. That'll fucking kill my channel.
oh, I do have one thing before we move on to talk about Money in the Bank. Really,
What's that?
there is reports. I don't remember. Didn't you say you got rid of your Wii U?
Yes.
Well, apparently, I thought I heard about this recently, but now people are bringing this up again. That if you have a Nintendo Wii U, you leave it unplugged for a long, long time. Right now, I guess the memory chip will die, and to the point where it won't work. Your Wii U would not be working properly no more. Luckily, I was scared. I thought because I hadn't plugged my Wii U in since I moved here, almost a year, like what, 8 months now, and I was like, oh shit. So when I saw that report, I started pulling all the cords out, and luckily my Wii U is fine. But uh, it sucks when something like the Wii U's been only out for 12 years. Well, it's about to hit his 12th birthday pretty soon. And sad that something like that will happen. Like, I know I'm hearing like the original Xboxes need some of the capacitors to be replaced.
I'm not surprised.
But
I mean, these shits are old and they're not built like those old game consoles, that are built to last fucking 20, 30, 40 years.
well, even them, like even the NES are like not in the best shape. The only ones that would work good is the top loaders.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at the regular NES next year to be 40 years old.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The thing is the NES, the normal NES, like it's most likely like you'll have the whole where it keeps doing the red blinking light. It's because the whole design was a flaw. Instead of it was two things. It was the design and that lockout chip. So when they went to the top loader, they took out the lockout chip and the slot went straight into the motherboard. You didn't have to do this VCR slot thing where it keeps bending the pins. So it's it's sad, but there's some systems like I got my N Classic and now I got my Retro Freak that I rely playing a bunch of my cartridge games on right now
One more
because
one more piece of gaming knowledge before we actually talk about our topics tonight. There's only three of them, technically two, but two of them are basically one topic. Did you hear that the Sega Neptune is finally being made?
yeah, I heard it's in Brazil, right?
In Brazil, yeah, it's only going to be in Brazil, but it's finally being made 30 years later.
Yeah, but did they say anything about if it's gonna have the capability of 32X or is it?
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be. It's going to be what it was supposed to be, and it even looks like it too. I did.
I
I
mean,
watched the video that Lady Decade made about it,
yeah.
and she had in her video the what it looks like from the company that's manufacturing it, licensed by Sega, obviously. And
Hmm.
yeah, it looks just like the original Neptune, the one that was scrapped.
Well, actually,
And
it would
it's
be
gonna be made obviously to work on current hardware, so it's gonna have HDMI. So
yeah. Well, actually, in Brazil, they do. The Sega runs their consoles through a company called Tectoy.
yeah, but Tectoy's not making this one; it's another company.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
Tectoy usually does all the Sega stuff. Like Master System right now is like still going down there.
yeah.
It's
Everything. It
for
says
so
Sega is huge down there still.
yeah. But
I actually know somebody I chat with here and there who's from Brazil. He's an artist. I told him, like, dude,
yeah.
let me know when the Neptune comes out. I need one.
Yeah, make that too.
Make that too. Yeah. We got to have a piece of history. We've only been waiting 30 years for it.
Well, see the thing lately. I'm sure you know that I've been doing a bunch of Sega Master System games,
Yeah, I saw some of your stuff. Yeah.
and lately I've been importing them from around the world because the American ones you have just so many, and it's like I pretty much almost got most the common ones. So I was like, well, I ventured off on eBay and start importing them from around the world. So I learned Sega Master System games are not as good as you think they are.
I could have
They're
told you that.
I mean, the graphics and sound is superior to the NES, but the gameplay, no, they're horrible. I think the best game I played on there's two games right now
I
I'd
mean,
say
the Sonic ones aren't terrible, but they're not great either.
they're okay. Paperboy, I would say Paperboy and Bubba Bobble, the one I just released recently, is good. After that, it's been horrible. Like gameplay been sucking. Like, and one of the things that really pisses me off when there's not a life bar. Like you touch one thing, oh, that's a death. Like a drop of water, you die.
Yeah.
Like
Good
who
on Bam.
dies? Who dies from a drop of water?
Silver Surfer. That's who. Yeah,
See,
Sega Neptune finally coming out. It's going to be exclusive to Brazil. When it comes out, I got to get me one.
yeah, I would like to too, but the thing is, I've, I think it's hard. I mean, I know it's hard for them to import any systems. It makes, let's say, if you try to get PS5 or current consoles, it's their taxes is just outrageous.
Yeah.
Unless it's made there in Brazil. That's why I'm questioning: is it playing 32X or is it playing Genesis or Master System games?
Actually, it's going to play all three. It's going to play Genesis, Master System, no, Genesis, 32X, and Sega CD. It's going to have the
Well,
capability to do all
have,
three.
hmm, I have to look into that. But if it's reasonable price, I'll be down for it. I don't mind
Just
even
look
getting.
up, yeah, just look up Lady Decade's channel. Her,
I
she
seen
did a
it. It was
video on
just
it like a week ago,
yeah, I
or
seen
less.
it. I didn't really watch too much of it. I was just, but I might want to do instead of having it white, I would paint it black.
Well, it's not white; it's like a silverish color.
Close, but
But
I
I
would
mean, yeah,
paint
the original
black.
one would have been black, but I don't know. I'm just not one for, you know. Obviously, I don't have the hand for painting things.
Yeah, I don't either. So I mean, maybe I'll have to send it to someone to do that. I mean, I can paint it black, but as the other details, I can't do that unless there's like decals or something. But yeah, I've seen that. I think it's cool. It's just I think it'd be expensive though.
I don't know. Well, time will tell. But anyways, before we run off our audience, um, Money in the Bank. I actually thought it was next week and not yesterday, but I did watch it. Casey watched it. We had 5 matches.
Like usual now.
We had the 2 ladder matches. We had 2 championship matches and the 6-man tag team war between Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and the Bloodline, who is from what I've been seeing from the Sports Entertainer, is supposed to be indefinitely suspended because Paul Heyman was in critical condition in the hospital. Give me a break. I didn't buy that shit for a minute. Um, so we had the show led off the men's ladder match. Andrade, McIntyre, Jay Uso, LA Knight, um, Carmelo Hayes, and I forgot the sixth person that was in the match. It was a good match, good back and forth match. The one spot where McIntyre flipped Andrade over the ladder and he turned it into a sunset flip powerbomb on Carmelo Hayes
Yeah.
onto the ladder bridge below, and then that gave way when they hit, and freaking Hayes just bounced right in the air. That looked like it fucking hurt. That looked like it hurt a lot.
It's
Um,
dangerous for sure. Like they definitely shouldn't take it for granted. I mean, God, look at Joey Mercury's face.
yeah, and he had his
That
nose broken that night. Yep, I remember
yeah,
that.
well, his face exploded. Not only his nose was broken, he had a black eye. He was pretty screwed up. And like he was messed up because I think his head, like the ladder, pushed him right in the face. Like it's scary, but I was pretty sure that Drew McIntyre was going to win because,
Oh yeah,
uh,
he made the
uh,
most sense. I mean, it was he was the favorite to win it. I thought if anyone else could have won it, it might have been LA Knight. The
or
dark,
even Jey
I
Uso.
think that I was going to say the dark horse in that match could have been Jey Uso, and he actually just about had it. He was about to
Yeah.
unclasp it, and Drew McIntyre took that ladder and fucking threw it right at his face, and that didn't. I'm sure that didn't feel good. And then he climbed the ladder and he just took that shit down. Then we had Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn for the IC Championship. Another good back and forth match. This one I dozed
Yes.
off. I dozed off a little bit for and missed a few minutes of it. But Sami Zayn's a fighter. He, that match. Sami Zayn is the kind of guy who you think is, you would think his reign is going to end at any time he defends the belt because it seems like he's not like going to keep. It doesn't seem like he's going to keep a championship for very long.
I think, I want to see him to get the World Heavyweight belt. Or at least just because I'm thinking he was so over at the one point. And he's still over, but not as much as he was when he was in the bloodline and when he left. He was red hot. He could have won the belt and people would have been happy. But I was like, hey, it might happen. But
If they ever give him the belt, it'll be because he wins Money in the Bank. He's never going to get it the legitimate way, and if he does win it through Money in the Bank, he's not going to keep it long.
I'm hoping he gets it. But I mean, there's some people who like you had Miz win it twice. I mean, who figured he would ever hold it twice? Like that and Jinder Mahal. I
Jinder
mean,
Mahal was like, he was probably the least likely person I would have thought to ever be a world champion.
and then see, granted, he was a monster when he got it, and like, okay, at least he looked like a monster. And they needed some monster heel, and he had it for 6 months. But once he lost it, he just fell off the face of the earth, pretty much. Like he didn't. I don't even know if he went for a rematch. Probably did, but I don't remember. But he pretty much fell off the face of the earth for the longest time after that. Like to the point now he's been released recently with I think his tag team group that he was managing got released as well.
Well, well, yeah, like I said, man, Sami Zayn's like one of those guys you would think who would lose the title at any given time, because it just seems like WWE doesn't have that much stock in him for whatever reason.
I wouldn't say that. I think they're really high on him.
Maybe
I mean, the
right
guy.
now, but definitely not when Vince was in control. Like fucking, what did Sammy have? He didn't really win anything. But
No, I mean, he won the Intercontinental title beforehand when he was doing that whole conspiracy thing he was doing. And that was before he transitioned from that to joining the bloodline, you know? And
I just think that Sammy's one of those guys that any title defense he could lose the belt. And
I think.
Braun Breaker being a big guy, you think, okay, he's probably going to win the match. Sami Zayn held him off and retained the title. Good on him.
Mm,
Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. This was a match too that I thought could have went either way, because of the way Priest won the belt through the Money in the
mm,
Bank, and because Drew McIntyre won the briefcase. I was thinking that, first of all, I wasn't expecting Drew to cash in the night that he won. I was thinking Seth Rollins would have won the belt back, and Drew McIntyre would have took it from Seth Rollins, and Rollins would have lost it twice in 1 year. But Drew McIntyre cashed in, made it a triple threat match midway through the match, and he hit what was a half-assed Claymore on Damian Priest after avoiding the South of Heaven chokeslam, and Rollins was thrown out of the ring. CM Punk gets in the ring, assaults Drew McIntyre, throws him over the wall, by the announce tables, hits him with a chair like 4 or 5 times, throws him back over the wall. And McIntyre gets back in the ring. CM Punk took the belt, blasted him in the head with it. South of Heaven chokeslam. 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest, still your champion, world heavyweight champion.
I've one thing I figured, I thought maybe Seth Rollins would won the belt. I did figure that Drew McIntyre was going to cash in and lose, but I thought should have been smart enough to wait until the match was over, not to interject himself right in the middle of the match. Like, like
I mean, realistically, it wouldn't have mattered when he did it because CM Punk was there ready to freaking screw him over anyways.
true. And honestly, that's the reason they did that, is to further the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre storyline. So I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little disappointed that they used the Money in the Bank contract to do that, to further that. Now we gotta wait for a full year for someone could utilize that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I understand why they did it though because they're heading towards that Hell in a Cell match in October. I don't know how they're going to keep this feud going another 3 months, but apparently they're going to. Um, because they want to celebrate the anniversary of the first ever Hell in a Cell match because they're bringing back that Bad Blood pay per view
Yeah.
for October, which was when that Hell in a Cell match took place, which was in October of '97. So, yeah, they want
I
CM Punk and Drew McIntyre to have that Hell in a Cell match.
well, I was listening. It was either Michael Cole or Cora Graves saying it's the first time since like 20 something years ago. It was like, no, because they had it back. Well,
What's up, Kratos?
they were saying it was all the way since, when the first Hell in a Cell. Like, no, because they had Bad Blood
In
for like,
2003.
yeah, it was 2003 and 2004, I think, like that, or it was 2002, 2003. It was for
I
2 years.
remember the 2003 one. That was that rivalry that Austin had with Eric Bischoff.
And not only that, there was Goldberg was there, so yeah, I think that was '03. I know there was 2 years of that, so but they totally act like that didn't happen.
Kratos, you're a co-host. You're welcome to be on the show if you're up for it. I know you said you've only slept an hour today after a long day of work yesterday and another long day of work today. So
Oh dang! It also means that Brian Pillman died the night before Bad Blood. Yeah, yeah, that's
I
that's
was
crazy.
thinking randomly. Obviously, this is off topic, but with Nick Nemeth being in TNA now and
Mm.
TNA doing things with NXT, it's possible that he could end up back in a WWE ring again sooner than he thought.
Well, they hadn't done anything since that Battle Royal, really. I'm like, I was kind of hoping to see Joe Hendry in there more often because it just got over to me, you know. I like that intro song. Uh, and not only that, I thought he had a good promo, but he was a heel coming in, so I would love to see him in there more often.
We
But
had. I know this is a little out of order. I believe I skipped the John Cena promo segment, whatever you want to call it. I think that happened before the world title match, so we'll go back and talk about it now. John Cena came out. This was unexpected, actually. I wasn't expecting him to be there. I don't think anybody was.
no,
He comes out and he's talking about, his time in the ring, and he decided when he is retiring, and he announced the John Cena retirement tour. He said the Royal Rumble 2025 will be his last. Elimination Chamber 2025 will be his last. WrestleMania Las Vegas will be his last. And he said he was gonna be part of the press conference. He was gonna answer as many questions as he could regarding his retirement announcement and whatnot. Um, he thanked the fans for allowing him to do what he's done and what he's loved to do over the majority of these 21, 22 years he's been in WWE.
yeah,
And during the press conference at the end of the show, he fielded questions, and some of his questions that were answered, he said there is a retirement tour that's going to span from January to December, so it's the whole year. He doesn't exactly know how many dates it is, but he said right now it's looking to be at least around 30 to 40, possibly closer to 50. He said he's not 100% sure how many shows he's going to work. He did confirm he's going to be there for the first episode of Raw on Netflix in January. The Royal Rumble is in February this year, which is, I believe, was a first for me. It's actually February 1st this year, so that's interesting. That they're doing a lot of their big shows late next year. The Royal Rumble's in February, when it's usually the last Sunday of January. WrestleMania is in the middle of April instead of the end of March or the beginning of April. Um, yeah, so Cena, he was also asked if he's gonna break the record, pretty much, and he said that there's definitely opportunities. You're adding Kratos, Casey.
yeah.
Okay. He said he had to get home first. I wasn't sure when he was getting home, but
Yo,
yo,
What's up, man?
doing good, doing good.
Sounds
Pulled the
like
14 hours, I pulled 14 hours yesterday, and I pulled 13 tonight.
on 1 hour sleep. You're fucking crazy. But anyways, welcome to the show, Mr. MK Kratos. I don't know how much you've
What's
heard.
good?
I don't know how much of the show you heard.
I've heard basically. I literally just turned on the show a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
So, and I found out some news about one of the Forbidden Door participants at the pay-per-view. I put it in the chat. Stephanie Lacour who wrestled Mercedes in a title for title match, was just offered contracts to AEW and WWE.
So she's got options.
Yep.
But we'll
there's a bit more to it. I don't think she'll sign with AEW mainly because of Roosh being on that roster.
I didn't realize she had a problem with him. I don't even know who Stephanie Vicor is anyway.
Apparently, he openly supported the man who abused and tried to kill her.
Oh, well, I think I'd hate him too if that's the case.
Yeah. It was why he's left off the Forbidden Door card and wrestled MJF on Random Ass Dynamite.
Oh, that makes sense. When you put it that way.
It sounds like he's calling from a payphone.
He's driving home, dummy. That's why.
I'm driving home, jackass.
Anyway, so getting back to the John Cena thing, questions asked whether or not he was going to break the record and have the most World Championship wins. He said there's definitely opportunities. He said the Royal Rumble's an opportunity. Elimination Chamber is an opportunity. WrestleMania is an opportunity. Money in the Bank is an opportunity. He didn't mention.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
He didn't mention the King of the Ring as an opportunity if they do it next year. So if there's a King of the Ring
He'll
next year,
already be gone by then. Hopefully, he'll probably already be gone because he said his last official match is Mania.
No. During the press conference, he said the retirement tour is going to be all year, and he said right now there's about around 30 to 40 dates, and he said it could be more than that. He said it probably will be more than that. He doesn't exactly know right now, but he said for the possibility of him breaking Ric Flair's record, the record he's tied with. He said Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, those are all opportunities. And obviously Money in the Bank taking place in July, so he's hinting that hey, he's going to be in the mix. He's going to be looking to be in the championship mix. So we may see history being made and a sole owner of the most World Championship title reigns by the time Cena's done and calls it quits.
That's recognized. That's
only across WCW and WWE, though.
Yeah.
Hold
on, Casey. But if King of the Ring happens again next year, that's another opportunity because this year the King of the Ring winner gets a shot at SummerSlam. So that's another opportunity next year.
Imagine the man King Cena.
Right.
Dude.
I think King of the Ring is like the only accolade that fucking Cena doesn't have because they really didn't do many of them while he was around.
And the IC title.
Oh, he never got that one either, huh?
No.
Nope.
Wow.
Same as Sheamus.
Well, I think Cena's gonna, I think before his last year is up, I think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna be able to say he's won everything at least once.
Mm-hmm.
They did say he was also asked a question about what kind of character Cena will play in his last year. Cena said that he's going to be himself. Somebody asked him that when The Rock came back for WrestleMania this year, we saw a darker version of The Rock. Will we see a darker John Cena? And Cena goes, I'm not basically saying like I'm not sure about that, but saying that I'm definitely going to be myself. Is
that meaning that he's going to control his woman like you saw on like Total Divas, where Cena was totally controlling Nikki Bella the whole time, like literally, like almost had her on a contract to live at the house. Like,
well, at the time, he was just recently divorced too. At that same time, he was also recently divorced.
Yeah, but you don't also like, well, okay, woman, you're going to have to follow not only all these rules, you'll have to sign this contract. Like,
Well, in your defense, and I'm saying your defense because you brought this up, he did freak out over her wanting to freeze her eggs,
Ew, what?
and he thought she had freeze her like freeze her egg, freeze her like ovaries.
no,
Freeze her
well, her.
She
I would
wanted to
say
like
her
get
eggs.
her ovaries removed in case he didn't want kids, and she was using some type of like injection that would freeze them in case he didn't want kids, and she could have them frozen until she was ready to have kids again. He freaked out and thought she had drugs in the house.
I didn't hear about that.
That was in the season 1 of like Total Divas.
Oh well, that explains that. I don't watch that garbage. Never did.
It was.
I only watched one season and didn't stopped watching.
It was garbage.
I watched the second season for about 3 episodes. Because it's funny hearing Saraya saying she's getting white girl wasted around Natalia. That was funny as fuck to hear. As they're going to a house party at that. She's saying, I'm going to get white girl wasted. I'm like, the fuck? I'm looking at the TV like, the fuck did I just hear?
John Cena did confirm that the Thugonomics character is dead. He's not bringing that back.
Thank God. That died when he buried Elias at 35 anyway.
That to me was my favorite iteration of John Cena, coming out with the
I agree.
The freestyling and stuff, making jokes about everybody. Yep. I didn't like I didn't like the Super Cena character where he always won the fucking title. He was always in the freaking picture, and even if he lost, he was always coming out every Monday, cutting a promo. WWE Championship this, WWE Championship that. I should get a shot at the WWE Championship. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. I fucking hated John Cena. I would say between the years of, like, maybe 2007 and, like, 2012. When he was, like...
He was on the show for a good portion of 2007, though.
He...
Like, the last half of it.
So the John Cena tour. So I have a question for you guys, though. When Cena, obviously, when his tour is over next year, Triple H was asked when's he going to be inducted? Is he even worthy of Hall of Fame? Which the person asked him, that should probably be slapped. The person who asked him that obviously should have been slapped. If he is worthy of a Hall of Fame induction. Triple H literally laughed when he was asked that during the press conference.
I would have said someone smack him upside the fucking head.
And who would have who's going to induct him? And Triple H said that obviously is John Cena worth a Hall of Fame? Yeah, obviously. And he said, as far as when and who, he goes, that's going to be for Cena to decide. But if it were up to WWE, would you put him in right away in that very first, that 2026 class for the WrestleMania Hall of Fame inductions, or would you wait at least a year?
I would put him in 2026.
Yeah, put him on immediately.
Because remember, in 2014, Macho Man died. A year later, he's the first ballot Hall of Famer for the class of 2015.
Well, originally, they were going to do it because allegedly Macho Man didn't want to be inducted.
Oh, shit.
He was fired for sleeping with Stephanie after she turned 18.
Alright, alarm, shut the fuck up. Am I still on the air? I got a notification that said the chat was fucked up.
Yeah, we're still on the air. Okay. I saw my TV screen buffered a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if we were. That's why I was wondering if we were still on. But yeah, so who now? Obviously, nobody knows who's going to induct Cena. Who do you think should do it though? Like, it can't be Edge because right now it can't be Edge because he's in AEW. I was thinking maybe Randy Orton.
What about Vince McMahon?
No.
Did you just say Vince, dude?
That's what he said.
Yes, Vince. Yes. Vince McMahon himself.
I really want to pull in Alex Jones and I just want to say something from the Alex Jones Joe Rogan interview, but I'll refrain. But it's referring to you, Casey. You should know the soundbite I'm referring to.
Now here's an even better question. Should John Cena retire with the WWE Championship and have that 17th win, or?
Well, I mean, retire as the champion, no. Maybe
vacate, win the belt, and obviously win the belt on his last match and vacate it because he's retired afterwards.
No.
Because they tried to do that same thing. Because the original plan for Rock and Roman this year was that Rock was going to win, but vacate the title the next night.
Right.
That would have been
awful. Asking for the same thing to happen with Cena, except no money match. Just a big moment. You're basically asking for the same thing that Rock wanted on after Mania 40.
Now, who should be Cena's last opponent?
I think it should be someone who needs that ultimate push, like the person who needs to be given that torch, like
Gunther.
I think Gunther, by that time, he'll be already champion.
That's my point. What better reason for Cena to want to try to get number 17 and lose at the opportunity against Gunther? Put him over.
Do you think Cena would do a War Games match?
Fuck no.
You'll have one opportunity. Do you think you'll do a War Games match?
I guess I think honestly, what War Games gonna happen is I think it's gonna be the Civil War between the Bloodline. So I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, and at this point,
yep, there goes my shit again. Yeah, this
to
is
WWE.
Restream chat trying to connect. What was that, Kratos?
I was saying Zilla Fatu could be signed next to join the Bloodline with Solo, or join on Roman's side whenever he returns.
Well, I think after the angle with them putting
is Umaga's fucking son.
I think
His
after
fucking son?
I think after the angle of them putting Paul Heyman through that, and I think Roman Reigns is probably going to show up at. Yeah, my internet's going in and out. I hope that we don't lose the show, but I don't know what the problem is.
Right now.
Yeah, it's going in and out though. I just saw the freaking no internet signal pop up on my fucking notification tray. But yeah. So now I was saying, I think Roman Reigns probably come back at SummerSlam after this angle when they put him through that they put Paul Heyman through that announce table last week, and now Solo has Roman's tribal chief, whatever the hell that thing's called.
That pepper necklace.
I think it's called a tonfa or some shit. Yeah, I don't. I think they called it a tonfa or some shit. I don't remember what they called it yesterday, but yeah. So it's possible that we may see Roman come back for SummerSlam, and if he does, I don't know what Roman's gonna do in a 4-on-1 situation, or if there's gonna be another fucking big feud match. I mean, Cody Rhodes is defending his belt, so you're not gonna have him involved.
Solo.
Or he could face Solo 1-on-1, but the others will just get involved, and then it's going to be Roman on the receiving end of all the shit that he did to people that was trying to win the belt from him.
Yeah. I think.
Y'all hear what happened with Nakamura?
No.
He was at UFC 2 weeks ago, in the corner of one of the fighters on the prelims.
Okay.
The guy just happened to be Japanese, so go figure.
Oh.
And he won his fight, the guy that he was in the corner of.
Oh, there you go. Also, I'm trying to think. Cena, something else Cena said yesterday. What the hell was it?
I'm hoping that CM Punk has been pushing for a match with Cena one more time.
Oh yeah, I think he'll definitely get that. Absolutely, that's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Backstage footage of them talking at Money in the Bank. There's already backstage footage, so seeds are already being planted there.
Yeah, that's what it was. Cena said when he retires, he's staying retired. He's not going to be like all these other wrestlers who have come out of retirement for at least. He's not going to be one of those wrestlers who's come out of retirement for at least one more match. He's not going to be like, Edge, who retired and then came out of it like 9 years later, or Shawn Michaels, who technically retired twice, and the second time came back for that one more match at Saudi. Or not Saudi. Was it Saudi? Or was it the one in Australia?
What? Was Shawn Michaels?
Saudi.
Yeah, the DX versus Brothers of Destruction match.
Yeah, it was Saudi.
That
match was a train wreck. The combined age was over 200 for all four men.
So yeah, Cena said that once he's done, he's going to be in a suit and tie. He's going to be a WWE ambassador. He's going to be a fan. And he's going to be one of those, people that help further, the business end of the company. So he's still going to be involved with WWE afterwards, but we're not going to see him in the ring anymore in his ring gear after December of 2025.
Well, I got a question for you guys. I was watching the Horny Goat, and they brought up was a good question. I'm going to repeat to you guys. Do you guys think John Cena is going to be part of the board of directors like The Rock?
He didn't say he was, but it's possible. I don't think so, though. Because he's still going to be doing movies and everything else. So.
Well, The Rock is doing a billion things, too, and he's part
The Rock also has a contract where he doesn't lose in a fight on anything. Rock calls the clause in his contract where he doesn't lose a fight, including wrestling.
That? I never
The Rock
heard
himself. That. He has that's actually a clause in his contract with TKO.
I never heard of that. Like, that's stupid because then, you're going to win
He never took a pinfall loss.
Well, that's just another reason right there why The Rock didn't do the WrestleMania 40 match, because he wasn't going to lose to Roman.
See,
exactly.
See, the thing is, like, that's just selfish. It's like, I don't want to lose ever.
All those wrestlers are selfish. Triple H fucking buried people. Hogan buried people. Cena buried people.
Triple H buried Booker T, most notably.
But hold on,
everyone on that.
Cena's been pushing a lot of people lately.
Cena buried Dolph Ziggler. Remember that big push they gave Ziggler against the fucking Nexus? And then Ziggler got a big match, and fucking the reason why Ziggler never went any further than he did was because John Cena didn't allow it. You don't remember that?
Orton screwed Kingston's career over in the early days. Think about that.
Well, you gotta remember, a lot of those guys are like, they're still in, like, they're worried about their spot. Like, Cena's not worried about his spot. The Rock's not worried about his spot.
No, The Rock
So-
is just
Nikki
selfish.
Bella wasn't worried about shit except getting dick from Ziggler and fucking Cena in her career. Seriously, she slept with both men.
Triple H
Okay.
didn't need to be worried about his spot. He was married to the fucking boss's daughter, and he still buried everybody.
Exactly. I think the only legitimate time I ever seen him attempt to put over a talent was when he gave a world title opportunity in the year 2000 to Taka Michinoku.
Hold on. He put over.
Back when he was still part of Kai and Tai.
He put over Batista. Batista would be a thing if Triple H didn't hand down
Well,
the torch.
And then they
to
turned that into a Mania match street fight that was a train wreck.
I mean, Triple H obviously couldn't, not lose ever again because then he'd never lose the title. You can't have that. So he obviously had no choice but to put somebody over.
Yeah.
I mean, Triple H also has one record at Mania that no one else does.
What's that?
The most losses at Mania.
Triple H?
No.
Yes, the most career losses in WrestleMania history. He's over 10.
Well, yeah, he lost to Roman Reigns. He lost to The Undertaker 3 times. That's already 4. He lost to Ultimate Warrior. That's 5. He lost
Daniel Bryan.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's 6.
Okay.
He lost. He lost. Didn't he? He had a match against us. Trying to think.
He lost to Cena.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't he lose to Cena at WrestleMania too?
Yeah.
He lost to Benoit. People forget that one.
Oh, that match didn't happen, so that doesn't count. That
Kiss my ass.
They erased that. They erased that from the. They erased that from history, so that did not count.
What the fuck?
But see, even Triple H, is willing to do business. Like, listen to how many times he lost now. Like, he should have lost to. Honestly, he should have won more, but he should also lost to Sting.
He should have lost to Sting.
Yeah.
He should have lost to Sting, and he should have lost to Booker T.
Yeah, absolutely.
He pulled creative control on that as the reason why Booker T didn't win that match. Because Booker T was planned to win it. Hunter was creative control as a reason why he shouldn't win.
Yeah, because of WCW and because Booker T was black.
Well, no. I know they were doing the whole black thing during that, but I'm thinking maybe he just didn't think Booker T was there yet. I mean, eventually when he became,
man.
and eventually he was there when he did the King Booker. King Booker thing was over.
Okay, so then
thing was shit.
So then,
the
it was.
He did that gimmick. The only reason he did the King Booker gimmick, his wife was threatening retirement.
Okay.
He was going to retire with her. He was going to retire from in-ring competition to be with Sharmell, who's still with him to this day.
So Casey, what's your excuse as to why he buried Sting at WrestleMania?
I think that was stupid. I said that he shouldn't.
Sting's first Mania match.
His only WrestleMania match.
I said that Sting should have won. Not Triple H should have won. I said Sting should have won. I said Triple H should have won more matches, but he should have actually lost to Booker T and Sting. I said those two should have been reversed right there.
Wasn't it Triple H that buried? Wasn't it Triple H too that buried Randy Orton after he beat him for the title, and the next night on Raw they turned on him?
Yeah, but the
SummerSlam 2004, I believe.
Well, they're trying to make Randy Orton the face right there though too. I mean,
he was already pushing him as he was debuted as a face.
Then he got injured.
Then they eventually turned him heel.
So,
So
you're not allowed to go back to the face. I mean, shit. Look how many times Big Show has flip flop from face to heel. How many times?
Up until like 2021, he did it like over 20 different times.
Yeah.
3 times in the same night.
They didn't know what they wanted to do with Big Show. His character was such a failed mess.
Yeah.
His career was a disaster.
And it all started with the NWO back in WCW. Remember, he was world champion when those guys showed up.
Yep.
But his whole thing was he was wrestling 1 to 3 minute matches in the main event of Beast Show.
Well, actually, he was more athletic when he was younger. He was doing drop kicks. Like, for a giant doing a drop...
moonsault in Power Plant. He allegedly did a moonsault at the Power Plant for WCW.
Yeah, but the only reason you didn't see those often is because people like Hogan are like, "Why are you doing that, brother? Like, you could do less and it means more. Like, you're a giant. You don't need to fly." Like, God forbid, the guy, like I said, he was doing a drop kick, and I would never fight to see a giant do a drop kick. But I don't know. We went to the Big Show. I don't know how we got here.
Well, let's
go about his face seeing heel turns.
What's going on, Ghost?
Sting personally, he even said during the WWE 2K15 conference, like talking about the video game, he said it numerous times. He wants to wrestle Undertaker at Mania the following year.
Yep, didn't happen.
Who?
He gets Triple H. Obviously, a bad consolation prize. Because you had NWO show up to support Sting, you had the DX squad to support Triple H, and it was a train wreck because it was all to promote the Monday Night Wars documentary.
Yeah, and WWE won the match because WWE won the war.
Exactly.
Which was retarded. But let's win our way back to the Money in the Bank review here. Recap. So so we talked about Cena. I am going to say though that we are going to have a John Cena tribute show for Less Than Serious in January 2026. Obviously, we'll be talking about that again after his retirement. We'll do a John Cena retirement tribute show. And we'll talk about his favorite we'll talk about our favorite John Cena moments and matches and whatnot, and all his accolades. We'll
already know one of my favorite moments.
We'll recap his career and everything, but let's get back to the Money in the Bank review. Kratos, I don't even know if you even got to watch Money in the Bank yesterday, so
I watched a little bit of it. That main event was dog shit.
What's going on, TSS? The women's Money in the Bank ladder match had Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, and a few others. I don't remember all of them. Excuse me. I dozed. Yeah, Chelsea Green was in there. I dozed off during this match. It was actually the only match that I pretty much slept through the majority of it. But I did see...
Damn, dude. It was actually pretty damn good.
I was tired of shit last night, Kratos. I was trying to sleep all day. It was 110 degrees where I lived yesterday. I couldn't sleep for fuck yesterday. But, I slept through the majority of that match, and I woke up and I caught the end of it. I know Tiffany Stratton won. I don't like Tiffany Stratton. She acts like very fucking childish.
To be fair... Go ahead.
I was going to say it's because you're gay. I mean, that's why. I mean,
wow.
That's why. I
mean, why don't you ask Sosie if I'm gay, huh? How about that?
I'm just saying, like, she was the hottest one out there, honestly, though.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't like her and her character because she's acts
Oh,
childish.
I I thought you
I
meant
mean, you
that
have to
she was
remember
hot.
her original gimmick was Daddy's Little Rich Girl.
It's still, I
Her
think
original
that's
NXT gimmick was Daddy's Little Rich Girl. She went off TV to get bigger tits. That was her storyline injury reason. She was off TV in NXT because she got implants.
Okay.
so she wins the fucking women's Money in the Bank match. What's
I'm
going
just
on?
glad she didn't like pull an Alexa Bliss type of Money in the Bank contract win, where she didn't take a single fucking bump, but wins the match.
What's going on, TSS? Yeah. So after that match, she went backstage for her little talk, and Trish Stratus was there, and Tiffany Stratton was basically disrespecting Trish. Apparently, they're gonna have a match. I guess it's SummerSlam. I don't know, or I don't know really when. But it's being billed as mommy versus daughter, like a mommy type figure versus daughter figure kind of match, because Stratus is the veteran, and Stratton is obviously the newcomer.
Yeah.
And during the press conference, Tiffany was asked when she's gonna use her contract, what she's gonna do, or whatever. She goes, "Well, I think I'm gonna dye the briefcase pink and bedazzle it, and I'm gonna carry it around like a purse." I'm like, "Oh my god."
You know what? It probably. I'll
I
bet
mean,
money.
they've
And
done worse to the briefcase in other situations.
I'll bet money what they'll do, what she'll do, will be a purse.
Yeah, she said
Like
she's gonna
it's
put
gonna.
a she's gonna put a strap on it, and she's gonna fucking carry it around like a purse.
No, I'm talking about it will become a purse because, like how Otis eventually made his a lunch pail. It was
I
literally a
remember that was
lunch.
funny. I remember
Or
that.
Brock turning his into a boombox.
Yeah, that I
Yeah.
remember that too.
So
Those are funny. Those are funny times.
Sandow turning it into an actual business briefcase.
so I think she will probably make it as a actual purse because a lot of times, what's been told is a lot of times the wrestlers carry these with them.
Well, yeah, because they don't want to break
Like
kayfabe. But the
so,
funny thing
like
is, there's nothing in the briefcase. Actually, they carry around an empty
no,
briefcase. That's
exactly.
why you never
Like
see them open it when they cash in the contract. They just hand in the briefcase.
look, well, a lot of
Yep.
times, like there's a couple times where they open it up, there's nothing in there. So I was like, oh, well, it breaks kayfabe, you know. They should at least have a piece of paper in there to
Right?
make it like how hard is it to just have a piece of
The
paper in there?
one, there's been a few times where it's been opened up only for a comedic skit, though, on the
Yeah.
show. Ambrose and Rollins comes to mind.
Well,
When
you
Ambrose
figure,
stole the briefcase, and then all of a sudden when Rollins got it back, it was filled with fucking slime that shot into his face.
Yeah,
well,
that was
you would
dumb. I
figure,
remember that. That was retarded.
you would figure maybe the company would haul that around. Like when you show up to the next show, it's like the prop master would say, "Oh, here's your briefcase," you know, so they don't have to actually carry around. But I think a lot of times that the wrestlers would put their ring gear in it, you know. But like CM Punk, if you watched his, I think it was the documentary, his only one that was on the WWE. He's he's like, I got this briefcase. It's like what a rib. I have to carry this thing with me again, you know. And then he would say that's what he would do, put his ring gear in it. Like,
Well, I found out something that could piss everyone off and on this call, on this show. Allegedly, this is allegedly according to a report from PWN, Pro Wrestling Nexus. one of their sources claims that a women's U.S. title and women's IC title are in the works of being made.
I've actually seen a tweet about that, and I want to say it was Pro Wrestling Insider or WrestleOps or some shit
Yeah.
that
This
tweeted
came
about
from
it, and they asked
the
which
original
one.
news came from PWN.
They asked which one would you rather see. I'm like, neither.
Well,
I mean,
actually,
to be fair, the belts, the concept belts look nice, but they're not needed.
I think they're needed.
No,
The-
maybe
You
one.
want 5 titles across the amount of women on that main roster. 5 titles. 2 titles per show, and a tag division that's floundering with 5 teams.
What I would do.
Get rid of the
is
women's
the
tag
unit-
belts if they're going to make one of these. Or both of them.
The plan is
unify.
one's going to Raw, one's going to SmackDown. That's the thing.
Right, but I'm
I
saying
would-
get rid of the women's tag belts if they want to make these.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that because honestly, they're not really too much with that women tag team belts. So, but I was saying that before they uh changed the design of the SmackDown belt to the World Belt, I said they should have unified both belts, and then you have the Intercontinental Champion for one show and United States for the other show, and then the world champion is a floater between
That's how they
both
used
brands.
to. That's how they did it a long time ago. But then they decided to have one champion, one main champion per show. So.
Yep.
But yeah, they used to do it that way.
Yep.
But I've been saying for a while, it's like that's how they need to do. And like, but I definitely agree. You gotta get rid of those women tag team belts. It means nothing.
No, they don't.
They
They're fucking
treat it-
waste.
Yeah, they don't treat. There's hardly even any women tag teams, and
Like I
it's
said,
like,
5 teams.
and not only that, all 5 teams going to eventually have the tag team belts. It's kind of like back
It
in the
was
day.
6, but Asuka's hurt.
It's kind of like back in the day when the women's championship, before it became the Divas belt, they were like, oh, every woman eventually got the women's belt. So it was like, it didn't really mean anything. And it was totally. I mean, it wasn't. That was the only thing that ever happened. I remember the tag team belt, like you would go to every tag team there. There's rarely, slightly any tag teams that never won the tag team belts. And I'm talking about the '90s, like late '90s. Every tag team eventually got the tag team belts.
Uh-huh.
So. And it made
I
it
doubt
where
the Bushwhackers were tag champs in WWE, though.
well, I said in the '90s.
They were there in the 90s.
Yeah, dummy.
I said, well, I meant late '90s.
So, anyways,
Should have clarified that from the start, buddy.
Whatever.
Casey, where the hell are you? You're like leaning off screen completely.
He's leaning to the side.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. He's like barely on screen. It looks like to me he's
I
frozen.
can see him.
No, bro. I'm just laying.
No, it looked like
crossways.
your screen was frozen because you were off to the side.
I'm just not noticing your goatees are looking a little thick, Casey.
What?
Your goatee is looking a little thick.
For a second there, I thought you said it was looking fake.
I
Look
said
fake.
like the thickness of the hair on his goatee is looking like it's got more growth to it.
That's
So,
why I actually trimmed my beard down today, so it's actually I trimmed it completely down. So
That makes sense.
so we had the
I
main.
heard that Heatwave was a good show tonight.
I was gonna look into it, but I was watching the Yankees lose instead again.
Oh, damn.
We have the main event. We have the main event of the Money in the Bank show. It was the 6-man tag team war. It was the Bloodline versus Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. And this match was a lot of back and forth. It was a lot of fucking cheating, and the referee got squashed twice. And
Tonga Loa botched the low blow.
yeah, he botched. Yeah, I saw that. He botched the low
No,
blow.
actually, he didn't botch it.
No,
Kevin
he
Owens.
got Jacob Fatu in the
No.
head on the low blow on the initial one.
No, Kevin Owens just didn't sell the first one, so he had to do it again.
Yeah, he hit him twice.
Yeah, the first one caught Jacob Fatu on the top of his head. That's why he had to sell it the way he did. But it caught Fatu. It caught Jacob on his head. The first one.
You had you had the referee get squashed twice.
God damn.
You had the low blow, so for a little while it turned into a 4-on-3. Kevin Owens squashed. I think it was who was it? I think it was Solo or one of the Tongas.
Jacob. It was Jacob.
He squashed him through the fucking announce table. The table exploded. They started, decent amount of brawling outside the ring. I don't know why I thought the baby faces were gonna win this match. I guess because Cody Rhodes is a champion. But I was really not all that impressed with this Jacob Fatu. I was hearing all these stories about how this guy is so fucking dangerous and violent and all this other shit. And
you have to remember, he did just lose like a good 50, 60 pounds of weight.
But I'm saying, like, all the stories that I've heard about how violent and crazy and dangerous he was when he wrestled in other promotions and stuff, and he gets into WWE and he just looked like fucking everybody else.
I don't think so.
He did
For a man his size to pull off a whisper in the wind.
I was just gonna bring that up. The way he did. Yeah, he did do a good whisper in the wind. I will say.
A man his damn size doing that.
He shouldn't be doing that.
That's freakish. I mean, if you saw one of his matches on like the independent scene, the man can do a good handspring moonsault bouncing off the ropes. Into a handspring into the ropes and hit a moonsault. This is when he was like 290.
This was this main event was kind of underwhelming. I think maybe the men's. See, the way I understand why the men's Money in the Bank match was first because of what they had Drew do, but I think the men's Money in the Bank should have been last, or maybe the World Heavyweight title match should have been last.
It was supposedly booked as the main event for about a couple of weeks up until they changed that to the Bloodline versus Cody and Fred.
But I will say this, I am kind of getting tired of this whole fucking Bloodline thing. It's like
NWO, Black and White, and Wolfpack again. It's just ridiculous.
It's turning into that, when Roman gets back, because then he's got to assemble his fucking group to go up against the Bloodline. So it's going to be Bloodline versus Bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching the NXT show, and apparently, I was getting ready for tonight's show, and right after Ethan Page won the NXT title,
I already knew that, my buddy told me.
What?
I already knew about that, so you're not spoiling shit for me.
Well, at the very end, they were closing the show up. They showed a clip of Joe Hendry, so they're teasing Joe Hendry.
Right, and they're both in TNA. So you guys were just saying before.
No, Ethan Page is in WWE now.
Oh, is he? I thought he went back to TNA.
Ethan Page was on Ring of Honor Purgatory. And then he left and signed with NXT, and now he's NXT champion after what, 2 months?
Oh, I thought he went back to TNA. I thought that okay.
No.
He signed with WWE, but Joe Henry still is in TNA, but they're still doing that thing. But I didn't see that until I was looking through some stuff and saw breaking news about Joe Hendry. I was like, and I saw the clip, and I went to WWE's X account, and they showed it where you know they teased them. So I will be watching NXT on Tuesday now for
Just
to
don't
see
watch
what.
do not watch NXT Battleground. That's all I'll say. Fuck Sexy Red. I don't care. I may be from STL, but fuck her. She may be from STL. She's trash. just watch some of the things Dave Rose said about her on his show, Fighting Words. Just listen to the one episode where he mentioned her tweet about Shawn Michaels saying to her, "Your Coke ain't 90s Coke, sweetheart," and
No,
doing a line in front of her. And how she claimed she fell in love with him doing a line backstage of NXT Battleground. Lying through her teeth. But again, what would you expect from a bitch who just started a brawl the day of the show in Jersey at an airport?
Yeah.
And got arrested for it, but avoided charges because she was the host of NXT Battleground. Yeah.
So, needless to say, the Bloodline won the war, the 6-man war. Solo Sikoa pinned Cody Rhodes. I'm sure that was all set up by design so that he could brag to Roman about how he did something Roman couldn't do.
that's not
And
true.
that will be the reason Roman comes back too.
That is not true.
I mean, Roman did beat Cody at Mania 39.
Exactly.
With Solo's help, though.
Yeah,
With
but
Solo's help. Solo
but
didn't
he
need
still
Roman's
beat.
help to beat Cody.
On but Solo didn't win it completely by himself either. Tonda Loa interfered as well, so that point is mute. So, but I do see Cody Rhodes defending his belt against Solo Sokoa at SummerSlam, but
That all depends because doesn't Gunther actually gets to choose who he wants to face?
no, he's fighting for the world belt.
He's going to be fighting Damian Priest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because here's the thing. Nia Jax on SmackDown, she's facing Bayley. She's not going to face Liv Morgan.
Yeah, it's not like they
Gunther's
get to
on
choose.
Raw. He's not facing Cody because he's on Raw.
Yeah, they don't get to choose. They had to. They're fighting for the respective world championship.
Champion, yeah.
Yeah, so no, Cody will be fighting against Solo Sokoa, and I'll bet money that's when we'll see Roman probably make his appearance, and that's when Solo will, be distracted.
You can bet money all you want. You can bet money on that all you want. You will win something because I'm guaranteeing Roman shows up at SummerSlam at this point. It's damn near a guarantee that he shows up. Even though his father just recently passed, he's going to show up at SummerSlam.
Let me ask you a question. You guys think Solo wins the title before he faces Roman?
You can kiss my ass on that. Fuck no.
What was your question?
No, I said, do you think Solo wins the WWE Championship before he faces Roman?
No, Solo ain't winning the belt.
He's not. He doesn't sell enough merch to even get that world title opportunity.
So you think
he doesn't sell enough merch?
So you think with Tama Tonga, Tamaloa, and Jacob Fatu's help at SummerSlam, Cody's gonna beat all 4 of them by himself?
No, he's gonna have people behind him to help him out.
He's gonna have people behind him.
Or is it gonna be another fucking fuckaroo match like WrestleMania where everyone's gonna fucking interfere?
Exactly.
You have to remember, half of those interferences were on the outside of the ring. Jey Uso attacking Jimmy, spearing him off the stage. Jimmy never got involved. officially. He was walking down the stage. His music played. Jey Uso speared him off the fucking stage. Not really involved.
With Cena and The Rock and The Undertaker, they all got in the ring.
Yeah,
Yep.
but they really didn't do anything. I mean, the only person who really
is rock bottom from The Rock, and Brock took a choke slam from Undertaker, but Cody almost got whipped by the weight belt of Dwayne Johnson in that match too. He was real close to getting another whipping.
Well, I remember the only person who really interfered, it was Solo, where he did the Simone Spike, because that teased people thought it was going to repeat again.
You know, that Samoan Spike move looks so fucking corny too.
I mean, Umaga had a better version.
Yeah, I was gonna say Umaga did it better than fucking Solo does it.
I think they're about the same.
Zilla Fatu does one that can do a Samoan Spike better than Solo Sikoa, and they both do the same damn thing. It's a thumb to the neck. That's it.
Well, they tape the thumb, so it's rigid. It doesn't bend. It's rigid. So when you hit them in the neck, it's straight on. It's not going to bend.
Yeah, it don't matter. How much could that possibly hurt? Come on.
You hit someone
personally,
then I guarantee you, if you do it for real, like let's say you tape it up rigid and you hit someone in the neck, it'll hurt. Like, maybe it'll fuck someone up.
The only thing I can say about, I know Cody's going to retain against Solo. Roman returns. And then during the celebration of what Cody thinks the bloodline being over with and out of his hair finally, that's when we see the official Cody versus Orton title feud eventually. Because remember, Orton was caught on camera in 4K staring at the world title on 2 different occasions.
Oh yeah, of course he wants the belt, and if he wins, then he'll be tied with Cena and Ric Flair for the most championships in the company.
Yep.
Who? Randy Orton?
Yeah, because then he'll have 16.
I thought he had 14.
No, Triple H has 14. Triple H.
Think about this: if that ends up becoming true, if it becomes true, Orton will be the most hated person on the roster because you're basically running back the legacy stable with 2 of the remaining men in the company.
Look that up.
Now here's the thing, though. At least if Orton, I mean, Cena did it legit. 16 titles, he did it legit. Ric Flair, they inflated his numbers between multiple wrestling companies.
It's allegedly around 21 world titles for Ric Flair. That's the inflated number, around 21 titles that he won across the world.
And Randy Orton did it legitimately, won 15. Do you guys think if Randy ties the record, do you think Cena's last championship opportunity would be against Randy Orton?
Randy Orton had held the WWE title 10 times and the world title 4 times.
So it's 4. Okay, so he's
14.
That's what I thought.
I thought he had 15 right now. So if he wins it, he would still be 1 below.
Yep.
I mean, he's still possible. I mean, he's still active. Is it possible? Yeah, but not. I think. Do you think Cena should break it? Because I don't.
Well, he did hint at it, and he goes, if I get on a good string of luck, he goes, we might see some history. So, I think he's going to do it. I really do. I really do think he's going to do it.
If he does, got all the power to him. If he does,
they are not.
I think
Cena is not going to retire without at least one more championship run, even if it lasts a month.
I don't see him.
You have to remember, his record tying title run against when he won it from AJ Styles at the Rumble 2017. Let's not forget that I can see Rose going. I can see where Rose is coming with this if it lasts a month as number 17, because that number 16 lasted all of 2 weeks before Elimination Chamber.
I don't think it's gonna last. I mean, I don't think he's gonna do it. I think he's not gonna break 17 just out of respect for Ric Flair. That's what I'm predicting, but
you may think that, but at the same time, there were plans to end the streak earlier than expected. Edge once was slated to end the streak at Mania 24. He turned it down because he respected Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, way more than to break his WrestleMania streak over.
And the irony there is he gave up his own streak to lose to The Undertaker. Because he was undefeated too at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Was he?
Yeah, he was 7-0, Edge, that night.
Oh, shit. Huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a stat line that was never talked about either on that match.
Well, I mean, granted, they really didn't mention any power streak until Undertaker hit 10. So, I mean,
yeah. Let's not forget one of his wins was by DQ.
2 of them, technically.
One major one by DQ.
Hold on, the only one I remember he won by DQ was Giant Gonzalez at WrestleMania 9.
To the face.
And I think that's the only one I can think of.
Yeah, the WrestleMania 19 one should have been a DQ, but because Nathan Jones was supposed to be part of that match and he wasn't.
It was a handicap match, not really DQ.
But then Nathan Jones showed up anyway and got involved in the match, which they didn't acknowledge because he was originally supposed to be in it, and The Undertaker won it anyway.
Yeah, he won a 2-on-1 handicap match at Mania 19 that nobody really gave a shit about.
Yeah, that match was fucking lame.
Testin Albert.
Oh,
when the Testin Albert he was wrestling?
Yeah, TNA. Ironically.
Taker said that one, he didn't expect to fight much longer before that, you know, when he got hurt and everything. And he said that WrestleMania 19 he won for fun. And it just happened that after that he just kept on going for a while, you know? Like
now I believe this could have been a match if Undertaker was healthy enough for it. WrestleMania 10 could have been a money match for Bam Bam Bigelow. Instead of just feuding with Doink and Dink in a tag match with him and Luna on the card.
Well, they already had 2 title matches for that. I mean, the WWF title was on twice that night. So
yeah, but
you already had the 2.
The reason why I say that is because Undertaker, if he wasn't hurt going into that casket match with Yokozuna, he could have feuded with Bam Bam at Mania 10. That's all I say. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but
both men were at the height of their careers.
You said the main event that show. I was like, well, I mean, you already had 2, semi-main events. You had 2 WWF title matches against 2 top WWF wrestlers at the time.
The 2 Royal Rumble winners at that, too.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, Bret Hart wrestled twice, Yokozuna wrestled twice. Both men had to have been fucking gassed.
Well, especially Yokozuna. I mean, he was no shape to do that.
No shape at all.
So Kratos, since you weren't here before, well, let me read TSS. He goes, I can't wait for history to repeat itself. A WWE version of the finger poke of doom when Jacob Fatu beats Roman back, the loses to Roman back the title, and they reform the new bloodline. LOL. Oh God.
Oh Christ.
But yeah, since you weren't here before, Kratos, at the start of the show, I asked Casey what he did for the 4th of July. I would imagine he didn't do really much anything. But did you do anything? Did you do anything for your holiday? Barbecue or anything? Set off fireworks? Anything?
I went to a barbecue restaurant and stayed there for an hour waiting for my fucking food.
Jesus. I'm surprised they would even be open, to be honest with you.
They weren't. They were open. They were running out of fucking meat.
Well,
They were. By the time I got there, during the time I was waiting, they were out of beef. They were out of beef ribs. They were out of pork steaks. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Pork steaks are fucking delicious, dude.
I know. I ordered a half slab of ribs. My father's friend ordered a large order of rib tips. Now, I got a caramel cake for dessert. He got some baked beans. Now, mind you, take a wild guess how much I spent on these 4 items.
I'm gonna say
Just
probably.
these 4 items.
I'm gonna say probably I'm close to $60.
You'd be correct. $54.59 for 4 items.
Yeah, well, from a restaurant when each one costs like 15 or more dollars, I would imagine.
My half slab of pork ribs was $17.50.
Oh, there you go.
The caramel cake was $20. Was $4. I spent $21.50 on myself. My dad's friend, the large rib tips, $25
Good Lord.
for a large. $25. Didn't help. They also had a catering menu where you could order 40 hamburgers. Yeah, I can hear you.
Looks like we're still alive.
Good. So that's your money in the bank.
I was saying like those barbecue hamburgers look good. I mean, other than that, there's already 7 confirmed dead downtown on the 4th.
Jesus.
Because the mix of fireworks and gunshots.
Well, yeah, because you can't distinguish the two really, especially when they're a lot of them at the same time going off.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in the murder. You are in the murder. You are in the murder capital of America now. So.
Yep, officially as of this year. As of this year, that's official. Yeah, number 1.
You guys are about to get hit with that tropical storm Beryl too after it leaves Texas.
That explains the rain I was supposed to get.
No, you guys aren't going to get hit with that. I think until like Tuesday or something like that, or maybe tomorrow.
Again, that explains the rain I was supposed to get today. It probably glossed over us, and now we're going to get the rest of the tropical bullshit. I heard it's going to be a Category 2 tropical storm, because the hurricane itself was a Category 4.
Yeah, well, from what I saw, by the time it leaves Texas, it's going to like completely fall apart. And it's just going to be a lot of rain and just make a mess and floods.
Well, I work in a different area on Saturdays anyway. That bridge is going to be flooded with rainwater from the river that the bridge goes over. And mind you, it's a small bridge that covers a parting fork from the Mississippi. So it's risen in like hot water level from all the rain we already got.
Bam says, "Wake up, Casey."
He's watching something. Bam, give him a break. I'll give Casey some slack tonight. Just when he says some stupid shit, I won't.
Well, speaking of stupid shit, have you ever seen a drone show?
No. Oh, hold on. Are you talking about like where the drones where they're like in where they're lit up as designs and shit like that?
Yes.
I didn't see them in person, but I've seen videos of them.
Right. Well, I'm asking you in general. So you've seen like what a drone show at least looks like.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about those birds that fly around and you say they they land on the power lines and shit on your car.
Well, they land. Hold on. They land on the power lines so they can charge up. That's why. And then, and when they shit on your car, that's how they tag you. So when they're out and about and when they're looking for you, they have that dye in their bird shit, so they could spot you from miles away. That's why.
Oh my
But-
god!
So have you seen any of these?
Personally, I really would just want to quote Chris Rock from Dr. Dolittle right now. Hey, crazy man! I know you're having fun in there. What the fuck?
Well,
So Casey, have you seen any of these birds lately?
Oh, I see these bird drones everywhere. Like, I'm trying to be careful what I say because I don't want the big brother to hear what I'm talking about. So,
Big brother can suck my, you know what? I won't say it out loud because
and not only that, they have cameras in those bird eyes. So I gotta be careful. Yes, bam, bird drones. Birds, as you see them, they're not real. They have mechanical.
Fuck it, I'll go ball head. You can
skelet-
suck my fucking dick.
They got
Jesus Christ.
mechanical skeletons in them, and they have cameras for eyeballs, and they charge on power lines. So
So you're
that's
pretty
how.
much saying that these bird drones, as you call them, are the animatronics from the Alfred Hitchcock movie, The Birds.
Well, they are animatronics. That's what I'm saying. So, like, when they go down south, for that's when they have to go. Like, if something wrong with their battery charging, they have to go back to the headquarters and get them worked on, or at the warehouse so they can get them fixed. So that's about the
J-Man
birds.
hit you that fucking bat over the head all those years ago. How hard did J-Man hit you upside the fucking head with that baseball bat all those years ago on Derailed? Seriously.
What are you talking
How
about?
hard did he hit
Oh,
There's a
man.
YouTube channel where this guy, I learned from him, and a lot of stuff he said, birds ain't real, and I watched his video, and I was like, I think he's right. And like, so that's why and then talking to Tex helped me flesh out the other theories about it too. I mean, some of it makes sense, like if we were hanging out on those power lines, we get electrocuted. How they don't?
That's only if we have feet on the ground at the same time.
The birds are always watching us, Ghost says.
See, he's right. So I'm like, and then I'm wary when there's a bunch of them like in one grouping, and they're like, oh shit, something's about to go down. Like a lot of times I see that like at an intersection, I turn around and leave because I don't want them following me. Like
Conspiracy theorist Casey, everyone.
Oh, Casey.
Bringing us craziness theories since 2022.
Theories. I mean, these are accurate. These are facts.
Yeah, just like the Earth is flat, right, Casey?
Yeah, factual in your own mind.
Just like the Earth is flat, right, Casey?
Yes. The Earth, not only the Earth is flat. I mean, we do have the ice wall that prevents us to go from off the side of the flat Earth.
So now we have now we have ice walls that keep us from falling off the face of the Earth, huh?
Yep.
Oh my
Well, you
There-
see, Casey, what planet do we live on again?
The planet Flat Earth.
Let's see, the rest of us, we live on Earth with a TH at the end. Not Earth. Earth. That's the sound a dog makes.
I honestly think, Casey, I honestly think you need to lay off the crack pipe. Seriously.
I'm still waiting for you to be able to tell us exactly how mountains and hills exist if the Earth is flat.
Well, I mean, it's not perfectly flat. I'm talking about it's not like a paper thin flat. I'm saying it's not a sphere like the moon or the sun. Like we are the only flat planet in this galaxy.
Oh, wait a minute. So now you're saying the moon and the sun is flat too?
No, I said we're the only flat planet in this galaxy. You can look up and see the moon's round and the sun's round. That doesn't mean we're round too. Like you gotta be an idiot if just think that's a coincidence, you know? Like,
I think you got to be an idiot to believe the Earth is flat.
That would mean AJ Styles is an idiot too.
Yeah, well, not all wrestlers are smart.
this is my baby right here. This is my baby boy.
I don't know, Casey. One of these days, man. One of these days, you'll realize the Earth isn't flat.
Uh-huh. You know, I don't know why, but I thought your chair made Dukas look like he had a second head. The backrest on your left made it look like Dukas had a second head.
So I did ask you guys if you've seen what a drone show looks like, or if you've seen a drone show or videos or whatever, because apparently they are becoming more popular and are apparently looking to take over fireworks displays because they're better for the environment.
Wait, wasn't a drone show the reason why the situation in the Middle East happened?
I don't know, but
Wasn't that an supposed drone show? I don't want to bring political bullshit into this. I was just asking a question.
If the government wanted to spy on you, Casey, they would sell you some rare video game and put a camera in it. They might have already done that, and he's got plenty of them.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, if the government wanted to spy on Casey, they can just give him that one game that's only playable for the U.S. military.
Oh, Polybius?
No.
No, the one that's literally only to help soldiers get better at like their computer programming.
Oh.
Like this guy has it in his gaming collection. He got it from someone who worked at a military base back in the 90s.
Now I'm scared that maybe that is true. I mean,
what I just said?
No, that he might have a rare video game with a camera in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid. That now I'm gonna start opening all these carts, make sure they actually don't have a camera in.
Oh god.
Oh great. That's another full-time job, so I gotta open them all up so I can make sure they're not have cameras in them.
Oh boy. Casey, the only reason
you gotta find them Spy Kids world's smallest cameras somehow.
The only way the government would be spying on you is if they catch you waiting at a bus stop for a child that don't belong to you.
Or at a movie theater with the popcorn from Robot Chicken bucket.
Well, so I got an article here about drone shows and fireworks and whatnot, so that's why I asked you guys about that. This is a debate between 4th of July fireworks shows or drone shows. From Seattle, this was written the day before the 4th of July. There's a new display trend in the sky. Actually, hold on. Let me put this up on the screen for you guys. I'm a little rusty. We haven't done this fucking show in a month. Give me a break.
All good, man. I just need to get some water real quick. Hold up.
All right,
I'll be right back.
Fuck it. I'll stay until he gets back.
No, I'm back now. I have to start this now, so. Alright.
Oh my
God. You. Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
dude.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
What?
Are you really? You're seriously taking apart your cartridge? Are you really?
What the fuck?
I'm afraid.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
You're
Look at this fucking guy.
taking him on the cartridge, Chad. What the fuck?
Oh my God. Sorry, Kratos. You're not on camera, but I'm cutting your ass off anyway.
I gotta make sure. I mean, you gotta start somewhere, so.
I don't believe it.
Somewhere.
This takes time.
You see what you did, Bam?
You want to start with the Nintendos, dude? You really think the Japanese are spying on you through their old ass cartridges?
Oh my God.
Holy
If
shit.
I see a camera, I'm gonna have to thank Bam. Oh, good. This one doesn't have it.
I don't fucking
okay.
believe this.
Fuck, dude.
So that one's okay.
Oh my God.
He literally took it apart. What the fuck?
So go
He
ahead.
literally took the damn thing apart. You better hope that shit still works when you're done with it.
We can continue and talk about it while I'm doing this.
No, man, this is more entertaining. How many of those cartridges did you grab?
Well, I got one right now. I mean, it starts from there. I mean, but this is how long it takes to open them up and close them back up. Takes a little time.
God. Casey, you are something else.
You gotta be careful. These are tiny ass screws.
Oh my God. You guys are watching. Casey is raw. Take apart an NES cartridge looking for a fucking government spy camera.
Well, Bam, it's your fault. That's why I'm now scared, because I used to open it up to see if they are an actual game. See, now I got this one right here. This is Legend of Zelda 1 for the Famicom. So, we'll see if...
Oh boy. Oh, fuck my drone article. This is more entertaining.
I'm not opening that because I would have to fuck up the label, so I'm just gonna have to trust that one doesn't. But go ahead. We can talk and do this at the same time.
Jesus Christ. Casey guarantees you break that cartridge you just opened.
We can continue talking.
Oh my God. Hey, do you guys want me to talk about the article while you guys watch Casey open up cartridges? I won't even put the article on the screen. I don't give a shit at this point. Oh my God. Alright, well.
Yeah, be careful. Gotta be careful. Because they are tiny. Look how tiny that screw is. And luckily, the screwdriver is magnetic. God, I'd probably lose that.
It's magnetic, huh?
Magnetic.
Magnetic, alright. It's magnetic, you guys. Alright, well. Well, Casey's over there playing with his cartridges and screwing himself, literally. There's a new display trend in the sky over the 4th of July holiday that has created some competition for fireworks over the last several years. I've only been hearing them this year. Yes. Drone goes, Jesus. Drone shows are skyrocketing in popularity. A drone show can give customizability, Sky Elements Drones production manager Tyler Kubix said, or Kubix, probably Kubix. Anything you want in the sky, you can put in the sky. Now, to be fair, I've seen a eagle that looked like it had rocket boosters on it, which actually kind of looked pretty cool.
Oh shit!
They
This one might
had
have a camera. Oh, it's a capacitor. That's what that is. I thought it was the camera for a second.
if you
But the
Casey,
capacitor.
you amaze me how crazy you are every day.
I've also seen a Chinese style dragon made out of a drone show, so that was pretty cool as well, and an American flag. But let's see, a drone show. I already read that. Let's see. There are some cities in Western Washington that have made the switch from fireworks to drones. For example, the Des Moines annual 4th of July celebration will feature drones for the second year in a row. It is put on by the Texas-based Sky Elements. The city eliminated the fireworks show to prevent pollution and debris from falling in Puget Sound. Drone shows are also growing in popularity because they eliminate the risk of fires. Are something new and are quieter than fireworks. It's a lot safer at the end of the day, Kubik said. The drone shows are becoming more popular outside of the 4th of July, too. Sky Elements drones also put on the Major League Baseball All-Star Week drone show and the drone show that accompanied fireworks during New Year's at the Space Needle. Later this month, 200 drones will light up the night sky at the Renton River Days kickoff. However, fireworks shows will draw the crowds. Fireworks are intertwined with Independence Day. You hear them, you see them, you smell them, you feel them. Well, that depends on what you do with them if you're going to feel them. Northwest Pyrotechnic Association President Ellen Webb said, Webb builds traditional Japanese-style ball shells. They turn into glorious explosions in the sky. I really do believe there's always going to be a place for fireworks because it is such a unique experience, Webb said. Despite the growing popularity of drones, firework production aren't seeing any decline in business because of the drone shows. It's like comparing a painting version of a photograph, Webb said. There's still art. They still have a place on the wall in the gallery. They're just different. Sky Elements agrees, Kubik said. He's seen their shows as an alternative to drones and not a replacement. In some cases, they're teammates too. This Independence Day, which obviously already passed, Sky Elements become the first company to fly fireworks from the drones legally. When they get really good at integrating the two, is where we'll see some pretty cool stuff happening, Webb said, of the two industries. Drone shows tend to be more expensive, according to Kubix. For example, the city of Des Moines said its drone show cost $90,000.
God dang.
So, thoughts on drone shows while Casey's over here molesting his game cartridge with a screwdriver?
I don't think they'll completely take over. Like, you gotta save some of those drones for government uses. So,
Oh, believe me, according to you, there's millions of them. We see them every day.
Oh, this one's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe this, man.
What?
You keep doing that. I gotta take my pill. I'll be right back.
Well, I figured maybe that maybe Bam's wrong because why would you put in a rare game? Because if you're going to open up a rare game to see if it's the actual board. So I was thinking maybe a cheap one will have the spy camera in there because who's going to open a cheap camera, not a cheap cartridge, to see if it's real or not? So that's probably where they're going to put the spy camera in. So that's what I'm worried about now. At least I don't have to worry about CDs. I mean, you can't hide a camera in the CD. At least camera, at least the cartridge. I mean, they might be able to hide one in there. Dude.
Seriously,
Hey.
you make Patrick Star look smarter right now, Casey.
Who?
Patrick Star from SpongeBob. You make him look like a genius right now.
Hey, I'm thinking about it a couple ways. Like I said, maybe they're going to put the camera in the cheaper carts because no one's going to open a cheaper cart, but they're going to open a more expensive cart because they're going to see if it's the real game board. So they're not going to stick a camera in there. You got to be an idiot if they're thinking they're going to stuff a camera in there. But if it's a common cartridge, then they might. But that's 3 down.
3 down and possibly 10,000 to go, right?
Yep. We got this one right here. Gotta look this one up. You gotta be careful. I mean, they might have thermal camera in there.
Thermal cameras? What did I miss?
Yeah.
He just finished up looking at his third cartridge.
You know, Casey?
And I said to him, Patrick Star he makes Patrick Star seem like a fucking Albert Einstein genius.
I didn't even think he had a last name.
Oh my god.
I thought it was just Patrick.
If
Star,
only Dave Rose could see you doing this right now.
What the?
I'm sure Dave Rose would probably agree with me. Like, it's not going to be
I'm sure Dave Rose would call you a fucking idiot.
No, I think it's smart because think about it. Like I said,
I expect this shit from Michael, not you.
Oh, Michael would never have thought about this. He's an idiot. He would never have thought about. I'm sure there's cameras all over the place in Michael's room.
Yeah, we know. Possibly.
That's what I'm saying.
If the work cameras, they find out what the fuck happened at that one night when he got, you know what? I won't say it out loud.
Oh, this
Go ahead, Kratos. You can say it. Well, I mean, you're muted. That's why I said you could say it. Oh, yeah. No, you mentioned... Oh, yeah, I remember you saying something about that.
Yeah, I expect over Casey just because his house got robbed by 2 fucking, like, drug... Not really...
Yeah, I remember. I remember that now. Yeah. All right, unmuting now. Unmuting now. Oh. Excuse me.
I dropped the screw.
Oh boy.
Oh,
No,
dear.
no.
Casey, does that microphone have a fucking flashlight on it? Because the end of it's red.
Well, it has a little. That might be a camera too.
Oh no, here we go. He's gonna take apart the headset now. There he goes. He's looking for the screw now. So where are you keeping all your games right now, Casey?
Oh, I found the screw. Oh, I mean, now I'm gonna have to be more worried about it since Bam said something like that. Like, I guess I should be okay with the ones in the boxes because they're inside of boxes. So I should be more worried
So
about
then why did you just take that last one out of a box then?
I wasn't thinking.
We know that.
You know, if I could, I would stay live all night just to watch you do this.
Well, we got someone spamming in the chat.
Oh.
Aditya Gamer, today is your birthday. You don't have to spam it. If it really is your birthday, happy birthday. But if you say it one more time, I'm gonna have to block you.
Sorry. I think I'm gonna stop for tonight. I think doing 4 is a good amount of checking them. So I'll just have to remember which 4 that I did.
Just put them on the other side of the room.
Shit.
That's not a bad idea.
Put them on the other side of the
labeling
room.
them?
Put them on the other side of the room. This way you'll know those are the ones you already checked.
Yeah.
But you know, you might have
Label them.
Well, yeah, you can label them. You can do that too. You know, you're gonna have to take apart your game consoles too, because you never know.
What?
Oh no, dude.
I don't have
Imagine he gets a hold of the cooling system piece in an Xbox Series X, Rose. If he gets a hold of that, he'll think that's a fucking like mini camera shaped like a square.
But Casey, what about the camera? What about the webcam on your laptop or the camera on your phone? You know they're watching us. They're listening. You know they're listening to us on our phones as it is. Who's to say they're not trying to tap into our phone cameras?
Well, then I'm gonna have to put a piece of tape over the cameras now. That's what I'm gonna have to do. That's what I'm gonna have to do from now on.
I can't believe we're doing this to you, Casey. This is too funny.
Hold on. I can fix that kind of right now. I don't have tape, but I do have this. I can cover up with a rag right now.
Oh, it's this cum rag,
Does that
everybody.
rag have chloroform on it?
No, it's this
Is that
cum
what
rag.
you use for them kids in your basement?
There we go.
Oh my god!
Cover it up. I cover up the camera.
I swear to you, that's the same rag he uses to cover chloroform and shove it in the kids' faces in his dungeon.
No, man, that's the rag he cleans his cum with, so you can't see it.
Well, that's why you see splotches. That's why you see splotches there.
I can't believe this. I really can't.
Well,
This
actually, I
has
had a
been the
rag
best
there.
LTS I've had in a year. This has been the best LTS I've been a part of since I joined last year.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
No, they can't see me through this camera now, so. And actually, the camera on my phone, it doesn't see me either. So I'll have to tape that up. So, luckily, I don't record my footage the wrong way anymore, so I could tape up the cameras now.
I mean, Big Brother's probably on your ass for playing Among Us with them damn kids.
So is
Even
this?
if your mic's muted.
So is this? Is this what Saturday is Raw is gonna look like now?
Yeah, this is what it's going to look like from now on.
I guess you're not going to do any more live streams if you're. I guess you're not going to do. What's going on? Oh, there's Michael. Speaking of, what's up? In the chat now. You must have heard his name.
He probably heard me talking shit about him.
But yeah, I guess you're not going to be doing any more of those video game hunting streams anymore, huh? There, Casey.
Oh man, why do you keep bringing this stuff up?
I'll tell you what. I'm glad old Yeller's in the chat. Referring to you, Michael. Old Yeller.
Hey man, stop eating your mom's birthday cake. It's bad for you.
No, go ahead, eat your mom's birthday cake. It's probably got all the good cocaine in the icing.
Oh god. So while I guess we're at the end, why don't we start promoting our bullshit?
Damn, it's already almost the end of the show. Shit.
Almost 2.5 hours. I mean, I was gonna go at least 3 if you guys wanted to, but if Casey wants to get the fuck out of here, then I guess it is what it is.
I mean, Casey can't promote anything with his camera covered like that. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. I can promote stuff through my I could.
The one thing you can promote is The one thing you can promote is the group with 3 Ks at this point.
Oh
god. Because that's basically what this is right now.
Yeah,
Your camera has a white hood
on. This coming from a black guy, folks.
Yep.
Little do you guys know that the cloth he used to cover the camera came off of that outfit too.
It came from Jim Neidhart's hooded cloak outfit from the 80s when he dressed up as one of the members to cost Virgil a match at a fucking house show.
See, now I was thinking about how Xbox One, they had the Kinect. I'm just gonna have to get rid of that thing.
I mean,
that damn thing's been discontinued for years. If there was any camera on it, it's probably dead in the water.
So I'm worried about that. So I'll have to disconnect that and get rid of that.
Oh my god.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not using my webcam tonight, then the government can't spy on me. I'm safe.
Oh, do you have it covered up like I do? I mean, you gotta cover it up. I mean, they can still watch you and not have the light on.
If they want to watch me, I'll give them a show they ain't gonna want to watch. All right, Casey is raw. He's got 700. He's got 1 subscriber less than I do. He is gonna pass me by the middle of this week. It is crazy insane.
I know Mr. Conspiracy Theorist nut over here finally subbed to my channel the last time we did this. I can hold a grudge that damn long, Casey.
Well,
you don't even you've known me for over a couple years now, and you just subbed to my channel last month?
Oh, I thought I already subbed, but oops.
Obviously not, dude.
Oh, there's your channel, Casey. We see some stuff in there.
I'm sitting at about 33, 34 subs myself. I checked recently.
I'm changing a little. I'm moving on from the Sega Master System right now. I mean, I do have a couple more in the can. I am moving
I
on
bet you have them in the can.
I have. I'm gonna move on to the Sega Saturn. I got the one I'm working on, but the reason I did that Metal Slug 4 is because that cartridge just came in recently.
Did you check it for cameras yet?
No, I'll have to check it for it later.
Oh God.
And I don't even think I have the screwdriver for that, but I'll have to look.
You might be in trouble.
Oh
But
dear.
Tom and Jerry's doing okay right now. That's the first Tom and Jerry game I ever played. And you see, my picked up a WrestleMania Wing Eagle belt, but it's a bootleg I got from Amazon.
You know, it's actually pretty crazy. Now that you bring up a wrestling video game, there was an unreleased. There's actual proof of an unreleased WWE 3DS game.
Yeah, I've seen that
It's supposed to be
recently.
called WWE Brawl.
Well, your best performing video in your last 10 days, Casey, was this NES top loader game over here.
What was that one?
The
No,
Metal Storm.
No, actually, you go to the left is Star Wars for the Sega Master
Oh, yeah, you're right.
System.
716. Yeah. I thought that said 116.
But I've been doing pretty good. A lot of times, it seems a lot of the views build up over the next couple days.
Those are his
Because-
videos. Here's his lives.
Yeah, I was planning
Yeah, I
to
had to
do.
cancel my initial live because I was too far out of town to get started on it. I may react to the gameplay trailer. I won't have time because I got to go to the dentist. In the
Oh,
morning.
God, it's Casey's smile. Jesus Christ. Let me get that off the screen.
I got to go to the dentist in the morning, so this would be a good time for stop anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not me. That's Boogie.
That's Boogie? Why do you have shorts of Boogie, then?
Well, I had.
Why do you have so many of them?
Well, he did so many for me for a cameo.
Oh. Damn, you must
And
have.
you see
know, you must have spent a few $100. You must have spent a few $100
No.
on those. Then there's 5 of them right here.
No, it was like $30 ish. He just he was nice enough. He just did a bunch of them in a row.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I think Boogie's not a bad guy. I think,
I just saw a video earlier today Mudahar made that Boogie's scamming his fan base.
Boogie 2998. The fat fuck.
Uh-huh.
yeah. Well, I mean, he was
I
nice
saw a
to me.
Rise and Fall video about him from YouTuber June the King. Good guy too when he covers like certain YouTubers in their rise to fame and fall from grace. I would look him up.
TSS likes the RGT85 cameo. Honestly, I edited. I didn't post it yet, but I have the Vince Russo one. And
You posted the Vince Russo one before. I saw that.
But I re-edited it where now I put the bro counter on it now. He says in the intro, he says bro 15 times in the intro.
Jeez.
But it's that, or I really love the Luigi Primo intro.
It's
But-
me, Luigi
yeah.
Primo.
But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Pikmin live, but I've been playing a little bit off screen, and I actually finished the first part of Pikmin 4, where I captured Captain Ultimar, and I unlocked the next part of the story. I thought it was complete. I thought it was over. I was like, oh well, that felt short, but no, there's a second part of the story that I moved on to.
Well, Kratos, what do you got going on? Anything?
Well, I got a dentist appointment in the morning, but after that, I don't know yet.
I got your channel right here. I could pull it up.
Yep.
Nothing on it yet, but here it is.
Yeah, I was supposed to do a stream last month, but that got held up because of my younger brother getting married, and I didn't make it back home in enough time.
As for me, go on, Casey.
I was gonna say he bitches at me saying that I didn't sub to him, but he has no content on his channel. And like, so I'm probably gonna lose Kratos as a sub now. Probably.
You're funny. You're funny. You're fine.
Let me tell you something, Casey. His no content's still better than all of yours.
Well, at least you don't have to see me no more, or the government. So, I mean, I don't have. I gotta be careful now. Here's the thing: I gotta be careful when I do these gameplay streams. I guess I have to cover up the camera when I'm doing it, or I just gotta tape the camera over it now.
The next time I see you doing anything live, I better see a fucking black fucking tape strip or whatever kind of tape you're gonna use covering the fucking screen.
You have to remind me. It's like, Casey, you gotta cover up the camera.
Oh, don't worry. And when your next episode of Saturday is Raw, Dave is gonna wonder why, and I'll have the evidence for him right here.
Well, I mean, Tex would understand. I mean, Tex is a follow theorist, so he would understand why I had to cover it up, you know?
Well,
And says it's going to have to cover up all his game. That's not a bad idea. Instead of opening it up, let's just put a blanket over him.
you would never be able to show your collection ever again. You're just gonna have blankets and sheets just draped all over the fucking place.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
It's better than opening every single one of them. It's like, hey, cover him up with a blanket. That's not a bad idea.
And the next time you do a fucking game room tour, you can be like, oh, well, these are my video games. You can't see them, though, because they might have cameras in them.
They might have cameras. Yeah, I gotta be careful nowadays. I mean, got cameras everywhere. Like, but then again, I mean, if they want to watch me jerk off, I mean, then that's their problem.
Put it this way: I think if they saw you doing that, they would stop tracking you for the rest of your life.
Oh no! They just no. The camera's been exposed. Don't look. Don't look. There we go.
Fucking
Safe.
put it back up. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, I love it. This is oh man. Jesus Christ. Alright.
Well, one thing, I'm actually promote one last thing. I did say I'm moving on to the Sega Saturn, right?
Sure.
Well, I already recorded gameplay of Virtual Cop 2 for the Sega Saturn. I'm in the middle of editing that right now, but I like to record more Sega Saturn games, so I decided that I was originally thinking about doing Jaguar games again. But it's like, you know what? I've done Jaguar games. I'll wait. It's like I'll do something different. So that's why I moved on to the Sega Saturn right now.
Have you ever gotten your hands on a Jaguar CD that actually works?
No. And they're expensive though too.
Yeah, just to take a chance on whether or not it's gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, I guarantee you. Let me look up on my. Can't look on the computer because it's covered up partially with the rag, but I can look on the phone.
Make
And,
sure you hold your finger over the camera now.
That's right. Good point. All right, there we go. See how much that goes for. Jaguar CD. Oh god damn! One in box goes for $800 right now. Um. I don't see much of them. They're really not a lot. There's two that I see on eBay. And one's $810 and one is $1,500. And that is it. I see a bunch of Atari CD games, but as the add-on, no, there's another one for 1,800. Damn. Yeah, I'm not paying that. Fuck that.
Yeah, it might have a camera in it anyway.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a great point. TSS says Casey's next game review. Each time the camera goes to him, he'll just cover on it covers on him, blurring him.
Now we're gonna have to change the channel name to Casey is Cameraless.
Cameraless. I could turn my camera off like that, but I don't trust the camera to do that. So that's why at least I'll have to leave. I mean, I could turn it off, but I can show you guys I'm covering up the camera. He wears a white shirt with two holes cut out while I'm playing games now. You know, that's a good point. I could do that. I mean, like, I could just go around wearing a white sheet with a white hood with two eye holes cut out. So they don't physically see me. They'll just see the
They'll just
inside.
see somebody that's gonna be followed by an angry mob and probably a few shotguns.
At least BAM and TSS, they're giving me good ideas to think of the future to protect myself.
I don't think wearing a white sheet is a good idea.
Well, I mean, you got be careful nowadays. You gotta be You gotta be careful. You gotta protect yourself. You gotta wear protection nowadays.
Oh, don't worry, you won't need a protection ever again. Believe me.
On. TSS. Yeah, that's right. From now on, I have to be in the dark room with the voice changer. That's a great point too.
So let me ask you a question now. So the next time you have a girlfriend over, you're gonna make her cover up her camera too?
I mean, can't trust technology nowadays. I mean, you know, Big Brother's just keeping getting all type of data. I mean, that's why all these companies, YouTubers are selling you VPNs. So now,
Which I'm surprised haven't been made illegal yet. But anyways,
why do you say that?
because if we can just hide our fucking identities online, then we can't be tracked. And you think Big Brother government likes that? I'm pretty sure they don't. That's why I said I'm surprised they haven't been made illegal yet.
I'm sure if, let's say, the coppers are gonna come and try to find someone, like they'll still probably able to trace you even with a VPN. You know?
Sure, there's some way. So VPNs, I'm
Yeah,
sure, aren't foolproof.
yeah.
Did we lose Kratos yet? I can't tell. I got
They
Casey.
must.
I got Casey's
The
sheet screen going up here on the screen.
FBI must have already got Kratos. I mean, see, that's what happens when you don't cover up your screen. I mean, the FBI got come get you. So, I mean, I'm sorry about Kratos. I mean, at least the FBI could have hung up the call before leaving, because now they're just going to ring up the bill for him. You know, the one assholes.
just scream out, Kratos! It's racial profiling.
It's racial profiling.
Demand to speak to your lawyer.
That's right. Well, let's go ahead and get out of here. I gotta take a shit.
Now hold on. Hold on a minute, because I didn't get to plug my shit. So here's my shit. I got one subscriber more than Casey. And what I did recently, I uploaded a couple of things here. I did some Pokemon cards, opening videos.
Did the Mortal Kombat trilogy? I gotta check that out.
No, I didn't do that. That was
Oh.
I don't know why. I don't know why this For You thing is on here. I didn't do this. I don't know where this came from on my thing here, but yeah, I didn't do that. Shorts. I got new figure. Oh, look, my Magic the Gathering one finally hit 1,000. Cool.
I'm gonna check out, see where Frank is, because
here's my lives. I finished Pokemon Yellow Legacy on Thursday. I have, I think, at least one stream left of Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door. So that's going to be finished maybe tomorrow, maybe if not Wednesday. We'll be doing Forza Horizon 5 tomorrow with Sosi. I'll be doing probably at least two more Paper Mario streams, the Mario Party streams before the new one comes out. Like I said, I canceled my stream yesterday because it was too fucking hot and whatnot. But yeah, let's see where Frank is since we want to bring him up. He's up.
Actually, he lost a sub. He actually lost 2 subs. He's dropped under 800 now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm shocked, but his Tombstone broke 19,000 views now.
No, he's got 799. He's one away from 800.
He was at 801. I was thinking to just fuck with him and unsub, but I didn't do that.
He secretly did, ladies and gentlemen.
No. I mean, I probably would have, but there was no point now. But I'm still shocked that he got that 19,000 views. But, honestly, no bullshit. The guy deserves more. Like, he does very good content. I think if he does more, like, let's say, more well-known footage, he'd probably do better, like how he did for, like, Scarface. He almost did 1,000. I'm shocked the Batman Returns didn't do good, but Superman 2 broke 2K.
I wonder how his Deadpool and Wolverine review will do at the end of the month.
I can't wait.
I asked him if I could be on that one because I'm going to go see it. So,
good. You'll probably be able to go on there, but God forbid I get on there. What do I do? I mean, I do watch Marvel movies, and I'm a big fan of Wolverine and X-Men, but fuck me.
Well, first of all, Frank only accepts people on his channel that doesn't cover their cameras with cum rags.
Well, I mean, obviously they're not smart enough to cover up their camera with rags. I mean, I know it looks unprofessional, people, but I'm just doing this out for my safety. I mean, God forbid something happens. I'm just protecting myself now.
I gotta give it to you, Casey. You're really committed to the bit.
What do you mean, the bit? I mean, this is real. I mean,
I think Kratos has had enough of our bullshit for one night because he went silent.
he's gone.
Oh, man. Well, we are near 3 hours. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Almost midnight for you, Casey. I know you gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, that sucks. It was nice having 4 days off.
I'm waiting to do something tonight with Sosi, so she hasn't said anything yet, but she knows I'm doing the show too, so it's whatever.
That's probably right.
We're gonna get the fuck out of here. This was amazing. This show was great. This was funny. We are 6 episodes away from.
Come on, what's funny about it?
You know damn well what's funny about it.
No, I've been paranoid ever since Bam said there's cameras in my cartridge, and now I gotta worry about that. And then you brought up about the camera in my laptop and my cell phone, so I had to be careful with that.
Well, at least you don't have to take your fucking phone apart to find out if there's a camera in it, because you can see that one.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I mean, you gotta be an idiot if you didn't think there's a camera in there, but there might be a special camera, a hidden camera that, for people like me where you think you just cover up one part and then, oh, you're safe. So there might be a secret second camera. So they're probably, I might have to put a roll of duct tape over over my phone and just cut out the screen. So
Casey, does your car have a key fob?
No.
Your car key don't have one of those key fob things with the buttons on it?
Oh, yeah, the button ones, but it doesn't start up and shit like that.
Right, but I'm saying it's still a key fob, right? It's got the buttons on it for the locking the doors and unlocking them and stuff.
Yeah.
Might want to check that for a camera too.
That might have a GPS chip in there. I mean, it makes sense because you would keep that on you when you're going around. So I might have to open that key thing. I mean, I'm not worried about a camera, but I'm thinking there's a GPS chip in there.
Oh man. Well, the next time you need to get a blood test, Casey, just make sure they're not putting a chip in you when they're drawing your blood.
Oh my God! Don't tell me that. I mean, I seen MythBusters. They tested that. I think they used stud finders to look for chips, but they didn't find all the chips. So, but they do have things for that though too. So I gotta get one of those dog chip readers. So maybe it'll read those government chips in me. If there's one in me. I mean, I did have that when I did my colonoscopy. They did put me under, so maybe while they had the hose up my ass, maybe they left the camera up me. So
yeah, they could have literally put it right up your ass, literally,
and down my throat too. But they could have planted something in me. So I'm not probably gonna go to the doctor and have an MRI and check myself for chips and cameras. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know why would they put a camera inside me, but maybe, like I said, a GPS chip.
Well, they put the camera inside you because they were probably looking for anything you might be trying to hide, Casey.
That's a good point. That is a good point. So there might be a camera up my asshole, so I'll have to check that out.
I can't believe you.
God dang it. You guys making me too paranoid now. I'm like, now I gotta get my butthole checked out again. That's if I can trust the doctor telling me if there's a camera up there or not, or a GPS chip. He could be a lying bastard and say, no, there's not. And he's part of the government plan to cover it up.
Oh, man. You are so fun to fuck with, Casey.
What do you mean?
Oh, man.
Well, I better leave before I get more paranoid. I'm like, I gotta get myself checked out.
Well, this has been Less Than Serious episode 94. The next episode will be July 28th, which is obviously a Sunday. And then the following week will be episode 96, and that should be the Tex Fantasy League draft night, because I think he said it for August 4th. I'll have to reconfirm with him to make sure about that. But check out D-Rug Gaming Live, OCRP, GTA 5 roleplay videos and live streams over there on the channel. Follow me right here on Twitch and YouTube, and subscribe to both channels if you're not already. Greatly appreciate it. Twitch is there. Mainly, if you subscribe to Twitch, I get paid for it. So if you have Twitch Prime, it don't cost you a dime, and I get paid for it at the same time. All the links are down below. Twitter is there too, so you guys know when I go live and upload a video and say any kind of crazy bullshit on Twitter.
You need to tell people I've been monetized lately.
Oh yeah, Casey's been monetized. Yep, if you didn't know, he has reached monetization. So congratulations to Casey. Make sure you give him only 1 penny at a time, but make sure there's no cameras on him now.
Well, not only that, I got memberships too. I got emojis and stickers too.
Yeah, well, you got all of it. I checked mine, Casey, and it didn't. I didn't reach the. I didn't reach I didn't reach the threshold to reach monetization yet, as I thought.
I was kind of hoping. That's why when I found out, that's why I came and told you to see if you're able to.
Did you ever tell Frank?
And then, yeah, I told Frank. He allegedly he said that he's not going to do it because for some reason. I'm like, why not? It makes it easier for people to support you than go find your Patreon.
And usually when you're monetized too, you have a better chance of being in the algorithm.
Yeah. No, like, especially if you get a good video, maybe you'll get something,
Because if you're monetized and you're in the algorithm, then that means for every ad that people see, YouTube gets paid for those ads too. So
I haven't gotten that just yet, where I get ads yet. I need to look into it.
But anyways, guys, again, next episode of Less Than Serious, July 28th. Unless I say otherwise, for any reason. Yeah, so check out all the content. Subscribe to Casey, subscribe to Kratos, subscribe to me. I think Kratos passed the fuck out on us, honestly.
I still think the FBI got him.
So, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, have a good night, everybody. For Casey's Raw, MK Kratos. Let me shout out the chat real quick. Actually, we had Casey, of course. We had EJ, we had King, we had Bam, Kratos, Ghost 3600, TSS, and we had Michael. I think I got everybody. Yep. Oh, and Aditya Gamer. We had him too. Thanks for all stopping by. Have a good night, everybody. Again, for Casey's Raw, MK Kratos, my name is The Rose. Have a good night, everybody. Until next time, we'll catch your ass down the road.